Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Now I'm going to be talking about one of the richest pastors in the United Kingdom. That is this Pastor Tobi, what do you call him? Adegboyega. Tobi Adegboyega, the pastor. Now these are pastors that we don't understand. They say that the United Kingdom's government wants to deport him. Let me play you some of his videos before we get into the full details why he's going to be deported to the country. I think they have been in court for quite some time. That's a church. So that's a church, you know, and he mingles with all the big boys, Davido, Wizkid, all the celebrities. I think he mingled with Hush Puppy when Hush Puppy was also outside before he was arrested for fraud and taken to the United States to serve a prison sentence there for defrauding many of her citizens. Now, this pastor also is going to be deported for suspicion. In fact, let me quickly play you. You know, if you look at how expensive they dress, they live flamboyant lifestyle that some people begin to question, where are you people getting money? What is the source of these riches that you people display on social media? Remember that Onyejidre is the thief. If the person who is caught is the thief, if you have now been caught, you are innocent. So, you know, that's how life rolls, you see.
If you rubbish my talent, no be you I sing for, no be your apartment. I can guess say you stay with your mommy and daddy at 35. If I know in Grammy, I go still in Grammy. Repete to my poor vitamin C, my two vitamin C, oh for me. My G, Shulu, to spend on your own. My G, come on, day on.
Okay, so you can see that's a pastor in the United Kingdom. So these people are living the life of Solomon already, because they say that Solomon was the richest man in the Bible. So they are living Solomon already. But what I don't know is whether he has concubines. I've not been able to. I'm not sure. He must be having one wife. Now, they say that a popular Nigerian pastor and former head of the controversial SPAC Nation Church, SPAC Nation Church, Tobi Adegboyega, has lost his bid to remain in the United Kingdom after an immigration tribunal ruled in favor of his deportation to Nigeria. So now he's going to be deported. I don't know, maybe he's going to build his church in Nigeria. Adegboyega, a 44-year-old man, a cousin of Star Wars actor John Boyega, had argued that the deportation would breach his human rights under the European Convention on Human Rights, ECHR. The pastor, who is married to a British woman, claimed the Home Office failed to account for his contributions to the community through his work with Spark Nation, which is the church. Now, this thing brings me back to another story, which I've said earlier, that even if you are living abroad, have something set back home, even if you are married to a white woman, even if you are married to the #1 British citizen, any day can be 6 o'clock and you'll be sent back from where you came from, because you are not an inbuilt of that very country. All right. Now, the tribunal dismissed his claims, citing findings from investigations, including a report by the Telegraph that revealed financial mismanagement and a lack of transparency in the church's operations, Spark Nation, which catered to predominantly young black communities in London, and it was shut down after failing to account for £1.87 million in outgoings. That is money he spent. Described by his legal team as a charismatic leader who helped steer hundreds of young people away from crime, Adegboyega's defense emphasized his positive influence on the community. The Telegraph reports that Mr. Tobi Adegboyega claimed his work had been lauded by figures such as Boris Johnson and senior members of the Metropolitan Police. However, no testimonies from these individuals were presented to the court because he couldn't bring any. Adegboyega had also argued that without his presence in London, the project he spearheaded would falter or diminish. The tribunal, however, was informed by the Home Office that all is not as it seems. Voila. According to the judgment, various manifestations of Mr. Adegboyega's church have been closed down by either the Charity Commission or the High Court due to concerns over its finances and lack of transparency. They said that all this money he had, all these millions that he flaunted, everything that he couldn't, show evidence of how they are coming, how they are going, through their, everything was under secrecy, everything was shrouded under secrecy. So the government was confused about it. These people, once you are living in these foreign countries, they are monitoring whatever you are doing. I've told some people that before the police or any of these people can arrest you, they must have investigated a lot and have seen a lot. So somebody who is selling something illegal in the street may sell it for 3 years. It's not that these people does not know that you are selling it. They know, but they are trying to get all the evidence that you cannot jump out from, you can't deny. So that's why these people don't just boss in like EFCC or Nigerian police or these people just to, harass you. No, they have concrete evidence that you cannot, run away from. You can't escape from. Beyond every reasonable doubt, you can't, go against it. Now, the judgment noted allegations that Spark Nation, the church founded by Mr. Adegboyega, functioned as a cult where impoverished young people were pressured to donate money by any means necessary so that he can live his own life in a big way, just like the video I've shown you guys here. And there's a video I want to also to watch here. I think somebody engaged him in this very video on live.
Jump on here talking about having a debate with me about Jesus. Who is Jesus anyway? Who be that? May you have debacle in your life. Debate called debate me. Talking about soul winning, you want to have a debate with me on Jesus. You stay awake at 1 a.m. to have a debate about Jesus. Jesus called. It can hear. They can hear it. I've told you before, I don't read the news. I am the news. I'm the one that people should read. I jump on here talking about having a debate.
All right, I think that's one of his videos right there, where he was engaging somebody on a live Instagram. Okay, so he has been living a lavish lifestyle. Okay. So, and these African churches, they press people to donate So with that, they can stay up while you stay down. We have also been criticizing those things, but you know, when you talk about them, people come against you instead of saying, yeah, you are saying the truth. Now, this included taking out substantial loans, committing benefit fraud, and even selling their own blood. The church leadership was accused of leading extravagant lifestyles with further claims of abuse within the organization. The Home Office argued that such allegations must be considered when assessing Mr. Adegboyega's value to the UK. Adegboyega has lived in the UK unlawfully since overstaying a visitor's visa granted in 2005. They said that this man went, used maybe a visiting visa to go to London, and since that 2005, he has been staying there. So why is it that they did not, take actions when he overstayed his welcome in the UK or when his visas expired? I'm yet to understand. Meanwhile, in 2019, he applied for leave to remain under the European Convention on Human Rights, ECHR, right to a family life, but his application was initially rejected by an immigration tribunal. During his appeal, Mr. Adegboyega insisted that no criminal charges had ever been filed regarding the church's finances. However, he also claimed that allegations of Spark Nation being a cult were politically motivated and baseless. Despite his defense, the tribunal was informed that the Charity Commission found serious misconduct or mismanagement in the administration of the charity over a substantial period. The tribunal also described Adegboyega's evidence as hyperbolic and an attempt to grossly inflate his influence, finding it unlikely that he personally managed all the work he claimed to. The tribunal concluded that the refusal of his application for leave to remain was wholly proportionate. It stated, "We are not satisfied that the good work Spark Nation undertake generally would collapse or even significantly suffer should the appellant be required to leave the UK." Now they are saying that his charity organization, which he runs in the UK, is going to stay strong even if he's deported or he's taken out of the United Kingdom. Mr. Adegboyega seeks to rely on family and private life relationships, all of which were established while he was in the UK unlawfully and which would survive his return to Nigeria. The interference would therefore be limited and lawful in the circumstances. So, with this judgment, they say that he must be deported to Nigeria to live in his own country. He cannot. First of all, they are justifying this action by the rejection of his application to stay in the UK after overstaying his visa when he arrived in that very country in 2005. So in 2009, he filed to stay there permanently and all that, but they refused first. And from that time till now, I don't know what they've been doing. And now here we are, and they're telling him that no way, you're not going to continue to stay in this country. You have oppressed people. You know all these things they do in Nigerian churches. So if he gets to Nigeria now and also decides to open a business center like he did in UK, which they call church, where they pressure people, use pressure, what will I call it? Use threats that God is going to punish you if you don't donate, if you don't give all you have, empty your pocket. I'm sure that he will even make bigger money in Nigeria if he gets back home. So congratulations to him. You can open a big church in Nigeria, and also you will even be richer than you were in the UK. I promise you. The only difference is that you are going to get Naira instead of pounds, right? But I know that you're going to make it there big, in a big way, because I know Nigerians, what he does any miracle now, will tell you that it's come and see the goodness of God in me. If the God I'm serving is not worthy, he wouldn't have, given me all these cars, all these wares, everything that you see on me. So drop everything you have in your pocket and see the Lord move mightily, all those kind of stuffs, and people will drop and he will even be richer. I promise you that this man will be doing very well, better than he's doing in the UK, because Nigerians, when it comes to Christianity, when it comes to God, when it comes to Jesus, we are very gullible. Anybody can scam us. As I am now, if I wake up and say they have called me, God has called me, and I start doing certain things, you see people rushing and trooping in to support me, saying that God has called me, and whatever I tell them, they may likely do it. That's how our people behaves when it comes to God. I beg you. So let me know your opinion on this matter, guys. So if you are sending money home, guys, please don't forget to use this app, tap send, to send money to Nigeria. All right. Now, if you are using my promo code on the screen to send money, you are getting additional £15. Okay, for those in the UK, those in Europe, using euro, you are getting 15 euros, and those in the United States and Canada, you are getting $30. Okay, it's the Christmas season and this promo is huge, guys. Those in Dubai are not also left out. You're getting up to 75 AED on top of the money. This transaction is also free for the first time, and you can download the app from App Store and Google Play. Thank you and God bless. Bye for now.